Hi students, welcome to my channel Physics in Easy Way. Today we are going across the next point, that is non-uniform circular motion. Uniform and non-uniform. Uniform means the motion of that object with constant speed, but non-uniform word suggests that the speed of that object increasing or decreasing. Means the speed of that object is varying or not constant during the motion of that particle or the object. This is the main difference between uniform and non-uniform circular motion. The question is that what will be the direction of the speed in the non-uniform circular motion? It remains same as it is in the uniform circular motion. It is directed in the tangential to the circular trajectories. Means direction of speed is again in this format. Means it is tangential to the position of that particle on the circumference of the circle. This is the position of particle during motion. In the non-uniform circular motion, the angular velocity has same magnitude during that motion. Means angular velocity becomes constant. And when the alpha or angular acceleration becomes constant, then angular displacement and angular velocity also constant. Therefore, there is a use of scalar notation. The question will be asked on this point as like write the difference between uniform and non-uniform circular. Without force, any motion cannot be possible in the universe. This circular motion is due to the one type of the force, that is the centripetal force. According to Newton's second law of motion, force is equal to mass into acceleration. For that, acceleration must be necessary for the representation of the force. In the centripetal force, the acceleration is radial acceleration or centripetal acceleration, and this is responsible for circular motion. The magnitude of radial acceleration or centripetal acceleration is equal to minus omega square into r. This negative sign is due to this radial or centripetal acceleration directed towards the center of this circular motion. But particle is on the circumference of the circle. Therefore, for the force, consider mass of that particle is m and acceleration is omega square into r. But v is equal to omega into r, and therefore omega is equal to v divided by r. Put this magnitude in the above equation, we get f is equal to m v square divided by r square into r. Therefore, centripetal acceleration have another magnitude in the form of velocity of that particle. Force is equal to mv square divided by r. Again, when we put v r is equal to v divided by omega in this above equation, we get the another magnitude. F is equal to m omega square v divided by omega. Omega gets cancelled, and centripetal force have third magnitude, that is mv omega. This is the first magnitude in the form of mass of the particle, angular velocity of the particle, and radius of that orbit. This is the second magnitude in the form of mass of that object, velocity of that particle, and radius of the orbit. And this is the third magnitude in the form of mass of the object, velocity of the object, and angular velocity. This is the linear velocity and this is angular velocity of that object on the circumference of the circle. When we represent this centripetal force with its direction, we have to represent that with negative sign in front of each formula because of it is directed towards the center and particle performing circular motion on the circumference of the circle. This force is directed toward the center of the circle, therefore it is also called as a center seeking force. But it directed towards the center of the circle along the radius of the circle. Main point is that in rotational or in circular motion, resultant of all real forces is centripetal force. And another main point is all center seeking force not always result into circular motion. For example, SHM. In SHM, there is again center seeking force, but it cannot give the circular motion for the particle. Next type of the force, that is centrifugal force. This is pseudo force. Centrifugal force is pseudo force and centripetal force is real force. The major difference between centripetal force and centrifugal force is it is directed away from the center of the circle but again acts along the same path as like in the centripetal force along the radius of the circle. The magnitude of centrifugal force can be written in the same way according to Newton's second law of motion. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. But the major difference is centripetal force is represented by negative sign and centrifugal force is represented by positive sign. This indicates that it is directed away from the center of the circle. We can represent centrifugal force as net pseudo force is equal to resultant of all real forces. Therefore, m omega square r plus summation of all real forces is equal to 0. Last point is that the examples of centripetal and centrifugal force. Example of centrifugal force is bulging of the earth at equator and flattening at poles. Another, that is dryer of the washing machine. Centrifuge machine. In all these examples, there is necessity of centrifugal force. Write down the question on this point. Write the difference between centripetal force and centrifugal force. Again, question will be asked in this way. Discuss the concept of centripetal force and centrifugal force. From this video, you get an idea about centripetal force and centrifugal force. Like, share and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.